All right, welcome back to Cooking with Mrs. L. Today we are going to make something that I hope you like. If you like hot dogs and you like grilled cheese, okay, we're putting them together. Today we're making a grilled cheese hot dog. Okay, so we have some regular sandwich bread and some hot dog buns. Okay, we're gonna put some butter on that with some garlic salt. Okay, and let's get our hot dogs ready. So I'm using a griddle today. Okay, I use a griddle because I have I'm feeding for 6 people. So I use a griddle because it has a bigger surface area. Okay, if you're using a stove top, you're gonna put this on medium heat. Okay, I'm just putting this on 250 degrees, so medium. Okay, so we're gonna get our hot dogs out. Now, if this was like a chicken breast or something and you were cutting it in half but not all the way through, okay, it would be called a butterfly. So I'm gonna try to butterfly these hot dogs. Okay, so I put a slit about 3/4 the way through. Okay, and I'm actually gonna press them down. Okay, so when you flip it over like that, it kind of looks like a butterfly. Okay, so we're gonna be butterflying some hot dogs. This is so that you can get a better, like more cooking surface on it. Okay, so just keep moving along with our hot dogs. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I know you've heard of butterfly, maybe if you have pork chops or you have chicken. I mean, maybe this isn't called butterflying a hot dog. I don't know. I've never butterflied a hot dog before. Okay. All right. So now we're going to put this on the griddle. Okay. Butterflied. We're going to be cooking both sides, so it doesn't really matter what side you start with, but okay. So this is, I know it looks like a lot. That's 4 hot dogs right there. Okay. I'm going to rinse my hands. Baby. And then we're going to butter up some bread and get that on here. Okay, so I want to show you, sometimes, you know, I try my best to have hot dog buns on hand. Doesn't always happen. Okay, so now, you know, you saw these weren't even full new packs of bread or buns because, you know, that's how life works. So because we're going to toast these, I mean, even if they're like a little stale or a little hard, you're not going to notice because it's going to be toasted. So I don't actually, whenever I make grilled cheese and such, I actually like to have bread that's kind of older. I rarely make grilled cheese sandwiches with fresh bread that I just bought. I rarely do that because it's kind of hard to spread the butter and things like that. Okay, so if it's a little stale, it might actually work a little better because it's harder and it's easier to work with. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna shake on some garlic salt. Now, I said this in my other video. When you're shaking garlic salt, it's not like you can see it. You don't want to see it. That means you have too much. You're shaking from the top and you're moving quickly. Okay, now we're gonna get these on the griddle. I'm gonna turn my heat up just a little bit. I could have preheated it before more than I did. Okay. Now, let me get a towel for this. So while this is cooking, okay, we're going to talk about our different cheeses. All right, so I like Colby Jack shredded a lot. Okay, my kids like American cheese. You can do one, you can do the other. You can just, you know, you can just do them both. You could put pepper jack on here. You could put provolone on here. You could put mozzarella on here. Okay, and it really doesn't matter if it's shredded or if it's slices. It's all going to melt. It's really not going to matter that much. Okay, so while that's cooking, okay, we're gonna, hopefully you guys are having a good summer And, you know, I'm looking forward to going back to school and seeing you guys soon. We've been doing lots of fun things around our house. You know, we're playing outside and playing with the hose and watering the flowers and water balloons and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully you guys are finding some stuff to do. I know that, you know, we like to go on bike rides. We like to go on walks. We play baseball outside. We play basketball outside. And we're just trying our best with all that, just like everybody else. Okay, I'm going to check on my hot dogs. Okay, they're not ready to flip yet. Go ahead and pause it. Okay, so while this is cooking, I'm going to tell you a story about how I became a teacher. So this is going to be my 16th year of teaching, and I'm very excited about it, okay? But back when I was in high school, okay, I know, it was a long time ago. I know, okay? Back when I was in high school, they had a mentor program, okay? I went to Freeburg High School, and the high school is right next to the grade school, and we were, as seniors, allowed to walk over to the grade school, and we were allowed to do volunteer work with different classrooms and different students. And so it was a really cool experience because when I was 18 years old, I already knew what I wanted to do for my whole life, okay? Which is hard when you're 18, okay? And so I had so much fun going into all these different teachers' classrooms, and sometimes I would teach to a whole class, and sometimes I would just teach to 1 or 2 students. But I really formed a relationship with them, and actually I'm still friends with a couple of the kids that, you know, I mentored over 20 years ago, okay? And we're still friends. So I feel like those kids impacted me a lot in my life and in what I wanted to do. And I was very thankful for them, for these students that, you know, let me into their life and they shared their stories with me. And, you know, that's what I still do as a teacher. You know, kids still let me into their world. You know, I will say I think it's easier being a teacher with my own children. Okay, so before I had kids, now I used to teach 1st and 2nd grade, so it was easier for me to relate to things like that. Just, you know, I did babysit and things like that, you know. But I think especially because my oldest son, Luke, who's videotaping right now here, he, you know, I mean, I know all the video games and I know all that kind of stuff, and it's from my kids. So I am a boy mom. I have 3 boys. But, you know, teaching has been my passion since I was in high school and all through college, you know, when I went to McKendree. And it still is, you know, it's still exciting, okay? It's still a heartwarming profession, okay? Because I'm impacting children's lives, okay? And I feel like when I go to work every day, there's a reason for the things I do, you know? And it's very heartwarming, you know, to be with kids like that and to be in their life and for me to be in their lives. Okay, you can pause. Well, this is... Oh, no. Okay, so my griddle stopped working. So I'm just going to unplug this. We're going to have to move to the stove. This is kind of like teaching. You know, you think your lesson plan's going to go one way, and then guess what? Not happening. Okay, so we're going to take some of this. I'm going to take 2 hot dogs here. Okay, Luke, come on over. I knew it was taking too long for hot dogs to cook, for pity's sake. Guess I'm getting a new griddle this week. Okay. Okay, so finally our food is cooking. Okay, we are going to add cheese to it. Come back so you can see how I do this. Okay, so we're going to put a hot dog on here. A hot dog on here, kind of diagonal for that piece of bread. Okay, now here's where the magic happens. Okay, so I'm going to put a slice of regular American cheese. If you like it, great. Okay, if not, skip it. Okay, then I'm going to put Colby Jack shredded all over it.
Ooh, that's sizzling.
Okay, then we're putting the lid on. Now, even though my griddle didn't come with a lid, I was going to use this same lid just because it helps the cheese melt faster. Okay, so we're making magic. The magic of melting cheese. Okay, so. All right, we're going to check on the cheese melting here. Okay, go ahead and you got that zoomed in here, Luke?
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay, so here's with the bun. Okay, here's with the toast. Okay, turn off the fire. All right, thank you so much for cooking with Mrs. L. I hope you guys have a yummy lunch or dinner, and I'll talk to you soon.